Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy and I'm the keeper of our home here at 4D Farms, where we're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Y'all come on in and see what we're all about, because we want our channel to encourage you and inspire you on your journey. If you see something that you like, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. That helps our channel grow and reach more people. If you want to subscribe, and if you think other people can benefit from our videos, please share them. Y'all, we hope to see you in each and every video, and most of all, thanks for watching. Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. Have you ever just had one of those days, y'all, where you've done all you can do? You've taken care of your family. If you're a homemaker, you have been all about your business, taking care of your home, the children, or you're a working mom or a wife and you have gone to work, you've gave them 8, 10, 12, maybe more than that hours of your day, and you do this non-stop every day. Every day you do this. And you just get spent and you just get tired. You start feeling like you're getting wore down. Then it can start, causing other problems like depression, or anything can creep in. The devil just kind of likes to come in and say, hey, let's go hang out, get depressed. Aren't you feeling just like, okay? Stop. Just stop. First of all, put on your armor, put on your crown, and say, not today, Satan. Kick him to the curb, okay? You need to take some time for self-care. We get so busy in the mundane, monotony, routine, and chaos, okay, of everyday life, that sometimes we lose ourselves, okay? Men are no stranger to this either. They just don't know it. They lose themselves too. They lose themselves in, I got to provide for my family. I'm the breadwinner. Okay. Y'all, they do it too. Not just women. Men need to take care of their mind, their bodies too. Men, women, there's nothing wrong with self-care. Now, men, I know y'all are not going to go and put them little cucumbers on your eyes and them little facial masks, but do something that helps you unwind. Men can go through a self-care routine too, okay? Get your hair trimmed, unless, you're wearing it long. I don't know your preference, okay? Get a nice little haircut, even if it's just to get the split ends off or something. Give yourself a fresh new look. If you have a beard and a mustache, if you want to look like Santa Claus, fine. If you want to look like, Grizzly Adams, okay? And you're all out to here. Keep it clean. Keep it brushed. Keep it nice and neat. Make sure there ain't nothing in there hiding, okay? Because you never know, okay? Make sure there ain't no food sticking in there, okay? Take care of your mustache, your beard, okay? Trim your nose hairs, trim your ear hairs, whatever you gotta do. Shape up your beard a little bit, kind of give it some character. Shape it up a little bit. Make it look nice instead of like, what was that cartoon, y'all? Captain Caveman. Y'all know that little dude on there? Okay, he looked like just one big old mustache or a beard, okay? He was so funny. He was just shaggy, okay? Just make it look nice and neat, okay? Trim your fingernails, your toenails, okay? Guys, if you can't reach your toenails, your loving wife could trim your toenails for you, okay? Now, I will say, I'm not making fun of that. I do have to trim and take care of dear hubby's toenails because when we were younger, I mean, we were like, how old were we? 20. We had our firstborn. I was pregnant with our firstborn when you had back surgery. So I was 26 when I was pregnant. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Whew. A few decades and oh yeah, a few years ago in our younger days, he had back surgery. He had a disc that didn't slip, that sucker went pow, it exploded. Little pieces of his bone and vertebrae and all such as that shattered into some other vertebrae in his lower spine. And he had to have a surgery after that. And he's had problems with his back ever since. There's certain ways he can't bend down. And he definitely can't just bend over. And he has trouble. So what do? My husband takes care of me. I take care of him in return. I will pamper him. And I will trim his toenails, and I'll go a little extra mile, and I'll buff and I'll file to make sure there's no rough edges or anything like that, because you don't want to scratch yourself, okay, in the middle of the night, rubbing your legs together or something, or rubbing your feet up against your leg, and all of a sudden you come across a jagged edge. I make sure he's taken care of, and then I'll buff. And then I'll kind of, work on the cuticles and stuff. A pedicure. I will give him a pedicure. Just because I love him. It's a random act of kindness, okay? I paid one time to go have a pedicure done just because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I sat in that massaging chair, y'all. Oh, my gosh. I sat in that baby. She worked on my legs. Oh, the massage. Getting the blood flowing and the circulation because we had been traveling. And then, the scrubbing, the feet, oh my gosh, the massage. And then she trimmed and she painted my toenails and I felt so special. And I'm like, this is nice. And then y'all, beside me in the chair was a gentleman, was a man. And he was a diabetic, okay? And he was, bigger. And could not take care of his feet, okay? And his wife had passed away. I wasn't being nosy, but I kind of heard their conversation. And she was asking, have you been doing okay? You been, and then he started talking. I could tell by what he was saying. And then he's like, well, ever since, such and such passing, I haven't, y'all, it was sad. And I was trying not to just eavesdrop. But I heard the conversation because he's sitting right there beside me. And he didn't have anyone at home to take care of him. To take care of his toenails and things like that. And his fingernails and such. And people who are in nursing homes. Okay, y'all, they can't do that for themselves anymore. Older people can't do that for themselves anymore. They still need to be pampered. They still need some self-care treatment. They still have hygiene etiquette that needs to be attended to. Home health care nurses, LPNs, the nurses in the nursing home. Y'all, they come in and they take care of these patients. Okay? So yes, everyone needs some self-care. I don't care if you're a male, a female. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old and somebody else is having to take care of you. Your body still needs to be taken care of. Hygiene, self-care, little bit of pampering. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And every once in a while, I get to where, I forget about myself. And then I'm like, okay, it's time to do something with my nails. It's time to do a pedicure. Time to do something. And I'll just do the basic necessities. You know, file my nails, you know, get fingernail polish and stuff off, trim my toenails, paint them, make them look pretty. But then there's times when I want to go a little further and just spoil and pamper myself. And a lot of times I will wait till nighttime to do this, where I can either go take a long hot bubble bath in my princess tub, or if I've had a really hard day with my arthritis or something, I will get some lavender, Epsom salt, or some Epsom salt, and use some of my essential oils to just kind of relax and perk me up and just soak in a nice hot bath. Okay? Bring me my grapes. Okay? And just be quiet and relax and let my muscles just relax. Okay? But then if I don't have time to soak in a hot tub, then shower it is, okay? Hygiene. But then I'm like, okay, it's time to really take care of my face, you know, all that good stuff. There's only just a few products that I use when I'm in the shower, just quickly to just take care of my face and take care of my feet, okay? And then, as promised, we're going to get to that 5-minute haircut. Because y'all, I couldn't tell y'all the last time I've had a haircut. Simply because I stumbled across this one day. And y'all know me. If I see something that I think I can do, it automatically challenges me. And I'm going to find out. And I did. I saw this little hack, oh my gosh, about 5 years ago. And I'm like, that is so simple. That's one less thing I'd have to make an appointment for, take time out of my day, because I was too busy making appointments for everybody else to go do this, or driving them there when our kids were younger. And I'm like, that's one less thing I have to do. That's one less dollar I have to spend on myself. Okay? Was that little 5-minute haircut. And y'all, I've been doing it ever since. 2020 didn't have nothing on me because I did this myself in 2020. I'm like, I got myself covered with a haircut. I can do it myself. I do it myself, okay? Like a toddler would say. All right, so I do this little 5-minute haircut myself, and it works for me because I have natural curly hair, and I'm like, my hair does what it wants to do no matter how hard I try to style it. Sometimes I can get my hair to do the same thing twice. Sometimes I can't. But my point being, there's a few things that I like to do to just pamper myself and self-care that I don't get to do every single day, but I will take the time out to do something for myself, because ladies, it mostly affects ladies, because especially in women who are pregnant or postpartum, okay? You're doggone tired. Your body is being used creating a new life, or you're working, or there's other things to be done, and you're just too doggone tired, okay? And sometimes you forget, hey, I need to take care of me. Postpartum women. Y'all, I did not have postpartum anything after our 2 sons were born. I didn't go through that. I didn't go through the depression. I was just too happy. Okay? I didn't. But y'all, there are women out there that do and are going through postpartum depression, and it affects women in different ways. Some women, it's minor. Some women, it's major. And y'all, there have been women to commit suicide because of the postpartum depression. Ladies, I'm begging you right now, please do not get so focused on taking care of everyone else that you do forget about yourself. Yes, you do take care of everyone else. That's our jobs. But do not lose yourself in the process. Do not forget you have to take care of your own body, because your body starts going down and your mind starts going down. Your walls are going to start coming down. Your home is going to start coming down. We set the tone for our home. We put the energy in our home, in our people, our circle. Okay? You quit doing that, your home is going to fall. Okay? Please do not forget yourself. Take a day when the baby is napping. Now, I'm going to tell you, first of all, you nap when that baby naps, if at all possible, when you can, because your body needs rest too. You need to eat right, especially if you're breastfeeding, because what you put in is going to come out to give to your baby. Eat right, drink right, get the right calories, okay? Stay hydrated. You got to produce that milk, okay? But it is going to take a toll on your body, okay? You got to take care of your body. You've got to take care of your mind. My first advice to new mothers, if you can, please sleep when the baby sleeps. Don't try to be superwoman. Don't try to go in there and go all gung-ho and prove to everybody, I can do all this. You can. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Please take care of yourself, your mind, and your body. Okay? Your family needs you. Okay? Nap when the baby naps if you can. At least just one time during the day if you can. Okay? Nap when the baby naps. Then, some other times when the baby's napping, take this time to do some self-care. A facial, a haircut, something. Shave your legs, okay? If you have not been able to shave your legs, there is nothing more, a blessing than freshly shaved legs and armpits, okay? All right. So, ladies, try to do this while the baby's napping. If the baby's napping and you don't want to leave them alone in another room while you go in the bathroom and do this, drag that playpen, that carrier, whatever that they can nap in, bring in there with you, and take care of yourself. Bassinet, take care of yourself. Do not lose yourself by taking care of everyone else. Yes, we are to put our loved ones before ourselves, but we're not supposed to lose ourselves either. Okay? So occasionally, I get caught up, and I can do this for myself. We get busy, especially during the summertime when it's gardening or just, everyday life. We can forget, okay? Take once a week and just have a self-care. Go take that long hot bubble bath, okay? Go do the facial, toenails, fingernails, hair, okay? Take care of yourself. Okay, I'm going to eat my supper, and then I'm going to do this for myself tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of self-care. I don't have time to soak in a hot tub tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be using some products where I want to do a facial and just do some scrubbing on my skin, exfoliating that I haven't done in a while. Yes, I wash my face when I'm in the shower, but I'm talking about like a good deep scrub, exfoliating, all that good stuff. The extra, okay? Pampering. So I'm going to finish my supper. I'm going to go in there, show you some products that I'm going to be using while I'm in the shower. And then when I get out, we're going to get to that 5-minute haircut, okay? It's simple, it's easy, but let me tell y'all a few disclaimers before we even get in there to do this. If you've got long hair and you decide you want to try this, you better be brave, okay? Just know what you're doing before you get into doing this, making sure this is what you want to try and what you want to do, because don't blame anybody else. After you do this and you don't like it, you're taking a chance. My second piece of advice, especially if you've got long hair, only cut off little increments at a time. Y'all, don't go in here cutting off this much of your hair. You cannot glue your glory back on your head. Only cut off
little bits at a time. I don't care if you have to do this 4 or 5 times. Little is best when you're messing with long hair, okay? Let me get ready. I'll meet you in the bathroom. So now I'm going to get in the shower. Y'all can't come in there with me. So I'm going to pamper myself and use all these. I'll save this for bedtime. I'm going to use all these. I'm going to wash my hair really good. And then we will get to that 5-minute haircut, okay? Okay, y'all. I'm going to show y'all some things that I like to use in the shower when I'm getting ready to do self-care once a week or something like that, just to kind of pamper myself while I'm in the shower, okay? First, I want to start off with like an oil-free acne wash. It's a cleaner, a cleanser, and it just helps get the oils and things off of your face and things like that. If you have problems with acne, I just like to use an acne wash, y'all. Sometimes, now I don't do this every day. This routine right here, I don't do every day when I'm in the shower. This is just on self-care days and pampering myself, okay? And I will use this little scrubber, little loofah round scrubber to scrub dirt and oil and things like that off of my face. So I start with that first. Then I like to use like a little detox facial scrubber. It's got like some little scrubbing pebbles in it. And I like this to just detox, okay? Be careful getting any of these things in your eyes. Then I'll follow, and then I will also use this with that detox just to get any extra off, okay? Then I like to use like a little hydrating facial cleanser, okay? To turn around and even get more off. And then I will use this little contraption right here. Soft bristle brushes on one side, little silicone, little niblets on the other. They don't scratch. This is soft, y'all. See how shiny? That's soft. These are soft, okay? You can barely feel these on your face. And they're squishy, so I like them. And y'all, this came from Dollar Tree for $1. Every once in a while, if I don't do it while I'm sitting at the couch or something and doing like a pedicure and a foot, soak or a rub or something, a scrub, I will use this in the shower along with, yes, one of those heel poultice pads or blocks, and use a foot scrub. Because y'all, I don't know about y'all, but during the summer months, I do not like to have scaly, cracked, dry heels and feet and turn around and try to wear sandals, flip-flops, nice open toe or open heel shoes, and everybody can see your feet and they're cracked and dry and scaling, and I can't, y'all. I just can't, especially during the summer months. Winter months, I will actually pull one of my grandmother's tricks that she used to do. She would take Vaseline, and I do have some. She would take Vaseline, y'all, and she would rub it on her heels and her knuckles and her hands at night from working in the garden. She would wear a pair of socks, and then she would wear a pair of just really thin ladies' gloves. And y'all, she would get up the next morning and take those off, and her feet would be so soft, and her hands and knuckles would be so soft. And every once in a while, I will do that with my feet. So all of these products, y'all, came from the Dollar Tree. I don't spend tons of money a month on facial products because honestly, y'all, I don't wear a lot of facial products anymore and put a lot of lotions and creams and foundations and stuff on my face. That was my younger days. When you're trying to catch a boyfriend or a future husband. But I done caught mine, y'all. But that's no reason that I still don't take care of myself. I've never just let myself go, okay? So I've never spent lots of money on products for my face. I don't like putting a bunch of chemicals on my face. Y'all, I still have lye soap that my mama and my grandmother used to put us in a wash tub, those metal wash tubs outside, and scrub us down with a rag and some lye soap. I still have lye soap down here that every once in a while I use to cleanse my face with. The old-timey stuff before they started coming out with all these products with all these chemicals in it. Okay? So if that's your cup of tea, by all means do it. But all these just came from the Dollar Tree, y'all. I don't spend tons of money. There is a cream that I like at nighttime, sometimes if I can remember it, to put. I like Dove, I like Ivory, the old things, olive oil, before they started adding more chemicals and stuff to their products. I try to stick with as old as possible. Like I said, I still have lye soap I use to scrub my face with sometimes. Okay? This is just some of the products I use occasionally, like maybe once a week, twice a month. And if I can remember, y'all, to do it, just to pamper myself. And have, what is this, less than $10? Okay? I use to pamper myself. Okay? Okay, so first, you're going to need a wet head. Okay? You're going to look like either a little drowned chihuahua or a wet poodle. Okay? Which in my case is a little wet poodle because I have natural curly hair. I'm just going to put my towel on my head and get out some of the wetness. I just want it damp. Okay? So let me do that. You don't want it sopping wet, but you want it wet. Then you need to make sure you brush all the tangles out. You want no tangles. You want it smooth, okay, to where the nut like tangles, you know, that you bunch up, okay, then it's not going to cut right, okay? So go through now and brush all of your hair, making sure all the tangles are out and it's all smooth. And then we'll do the next thing. Next, you want a good elastic band. Oh, don't use a rubber band. Ain't nothing worse than somebody pulling on a rubber band, trying to get it out of long hair because it hurts. Get one that's kind of coated like this, okay? Stretchy, all right? Because it's easier to pull out once you're done, okay? So, now the fun part begins. You are going to turn your head over like a monkey. You're going to just about stand on your head. You are going to brush all of your hair down and over your head, okay? Maybe let me set this somewhere to where maybe you can see what I'm talking about, okay? Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Take all your hair, bend over. Start brushing it all down towards the floor. Now get the sides. Go straight down, okay? Get the sides. Make sure you get it all off your neck. Ooh, y'all, get dizzy. Fixing to have to get up. Oh, blood's rushing to my head. Okay. Take the front and get it all straight. You don't want any folds or creases in anything. Okay? Get it all straight. Now, you're going to take your hair and you're going to get it in a ponytail. Gather all your hair in a straight ponytail. Not sitting on your bangs line. Woo, let me raise up just a second, y'all. Oh, yeah, you see my face is flushed? All the blood was rushing to my head. Now, don't bring it to your bang line, okay? bring the ponytail back to where it's like in the middle of the crown of your head. Y'all, I know there's beauticians out there right now just cringing at my video. Please don't do that to your hair. Please don't. I got this. It's okay. And I'm okay with it. I got beautician friends. Okay? They know I do this. They're fine. Now, of course, your bangs are shorter, so they're going to come out. And that's fine. We'll tend to them in a minute. Just make sure you keep everything straight. Okay? You've got everything up. There's no stragglers. Okay. Straight up. You want everything to be kind of even. You want the ponytail in the middle of your head, please, because you don't want it lopsided. Okay, so gather that ponytail. Okay. Whew. Oh, my arms are getting tired too. Okay, middle of my ponytail. I want to catch my nose line, so I know that my ponytail is in the middle of my head, according to my nose, unless my nose is not in the middle of my head. Okay? Use your elastic band and get it as tight as possible. In other words, you're just putting a ponytail on top of your head, in the middle of your crown, not your bang line. Okay? Now, I know some people who they're starting to divide this into two sections. One high ponytail on the top, and then one ponytail. I got to get it straight again, y'all. Make sure when you get done, it's where your nose is. Okay? They're dividing these into two ponytails now. One on the top of the head. Y'all, I got to give my arms a break. Just a minute. The joys of having arthritis. Okay, now we look funny. We look like some sumo wrestlers. But we ain't done yet. Okay, they're dividing it into two ponytails now. One right here, and then one like back here. I haven't got that brave yet. I've not got that brave yet. Whew. Okay, give me just a second. Y'all, a lot of people back in 2020, when everything was shut down and we couldn't do anything and they had to figure out what was essential and what wasn't essential. I mean, y'all, people were learning how to do some things real quick for themselves. My dear hubby, Puppy, he's used to trimming his own hair himself, okay? And sometimes. Now, he does go get a haircut once a month faithfully. But during that time, he was like, boys, I've used my trimmers enough. I can cut y'all's hair because you're getting a little shaggy. Now, we had one that was fixing to go in the military because he was already he was a senior and he was already getting used to, wanting to get used to that military haircut. And y'all, he even wanted it when he was a little boy. So, being scalped didn't faze him one bit. Oh, but that oldest one, when Dad got done with his hair, he was like, Dad, you scalped me. It'll grow back out. You're fine. At least you didn't have to get shaggy and you didn't have to pay for a haircut. It grew back out, y'all. He was fine. Okay, but that youngest one, he's okay with a what's that? Crew cut? No. Oh, what's it called in the military when you go and that's the first thing they do is cut all your hair off? Oh, I forgot, y'all. Dear hubby will remind me in a minute. Okay, now, you got to have you some good scissors. And now I look like a squirrel. Okay, here. You can either use the little haircutting shears or you can just use a pair of scissors. For this, since your ponytail is going to be so thick, I would go with a good pair of fabric scissors or something. Do not use them $40 pair of fabric scissors that your mama has got put up just for fabric. You will regret that. You will regret that. Just $1 a pair of fabric little scissors, whatever. Dollar General, Walmart. Okay, you're going to gather your ponytail up. Remember me telling y'all, don't go all gung-ho? Let me repeat. You've got long hair. Y'all, if you're trying this for the first time, it's easier to cut small increments off than it is to go way down here and cut off this much hair. And then you take your hair down and you're really upset because you can't glue that glorious stuff back on. Okay? Little, small increments until you get it like you want it. I don't care if you have to put that ponytail, I don't care if you have to re-wet your hair. Put that ponytail back up 5 times. Please, it's easier to start with small increments until you get it the length that you want it. Please do not go gung-ho. Please don't do this on a little girl's hair that she's grown out her hair all her life. And oh my gosh, no. Please, small increments, because you can't glue this stuff back on, okay? Small increments. Let me get y'all up just a little higher. I know where I want to cut mine because, y'all, I do this all the time. 2020 didn't affect me at all cutting my hair because I was doing this way before 2020. And it didn't bother me a bit to do this. And I didn't have to go to the barber shop or to the beautician or nothing. I'm like, I got this. That didn't bother me a bit. I've done this for like, y'all, I couldn't tell y'all the last time I have been to get my hair cut. I honestly cannot tell you the last time. Make sure everything is straight in your ponytail. And you're going to pull it straight up. You're going to figure out where you want to put your fingers like this to hold on tight and then cut straight across. I know where I want mine trimmed. I do this all the time. But y'all, please go gentle the first time, okay? Make sure everything is straight up. Figure out where you want to stop at and cut straight across. I'm going to get over my sink. Okay, so some of this will go in the sink. Straight up. Make sure your ponytail stays wet. I don't like to, it's okay if that falls because I'm not going to go down that low. But I'm still going to get everything squared up. My hair is beginning to get dry. I may have to re-wet it just a tad. Okay? I know where I want mine cut, so y'all don't freak out about how much I cut off because it's been a while. Go straight across your fingers with your scissors. Okay? That's all I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get over my sink, though, so it will fall in the sink. And I can get it out. I'm going to go straight across. You're going to have some that's going to try to lay over. You may have to wet your hair again, okay? Keep brushing as you go. Get it wet again if you have to. I can see I'm probably going to have to re-wet my hair. Now I'm going to find where I just left off. And I'm going to keep going. Straighten my fingers out so I can stay straight. Yeah, I'm going to have to wet my hair again because I'm getting a little dry here. My hair is wanting to lay down. Let me get my brush wet just a little bit. Let me get my ponytail wet again. This is all you're going to do, y'all. Stretch your ponytail up high. Look like a little alfalfa. Okay? Straighten your hands out. Your hand out. Your fingers straight. I have arthritis, y'all, so my fingers are probably not going to be straight. Okay? And then you cut straight across. Let me get mine done, and I'll show you what it looks like, okay? Okay, y'all. I've got mine cut. Okay? See? Now, what you want to do next is go behind yourself. I've switched to a comb, y'all, because it's better. Keeps it flatter a little bit. What you want to do now is go behind yourself at least 4 to 5 times. Stretch it back out. Comb it out with a comb. make sure, do this at least 4 times. Okay, 4 or 5, I don't care. Back out, comb it back out, get everything straight, back up into there again, and just make sure, I lost it, my arm's getting tired. Make sure everything is straight across. Because y'all, even if you think you have gone straight across, I have gone back and found like some little stragglers. That's pretty straight. Y'all think? I think I did pretty good. Oh, I see like maybe one little bitty one that's just poking up right there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Y'all do that. Do that about 4 times. Right. That almost stood up straight, y'all. Do that about 4 times, okay? Go back across. Make sure everything is even, straight. One's not sticking up here and one's way down here. Do that about 4 times. Make sure you've got everything even and straight. Please only cut a little bit off at a time. You can always take your hair down, see if it's the length that you like it. If it's not, gather it back up, wet your hair again, gather it back up. I don't care how many times you have to do that until you get it like you like it. Please do not grab and cut off about that much at the very beginning. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't care if I have to repeat myself 5 times. Hear me. Little is best, okay? Because you can't glue it back on. Now, let me clean up just a little bit, and then we're going to take this down, and I'm going to show you the layers, and then I'm going to take care of my bangs and absolutely make my husband sit there and bite his nails the whole time. Okay, y'all ready to see the layers? I've got the hair off my face and everything. Are y'all ready to see the layers? Pull it out. See why you don't put a rubber band in your hair? It don't want to come out too easy. Let me try to get this out. I didn't condition my hair when I did this. Hold on. Let me turn around. I can't tell what it looks like in the back, y'all, but do you see the layers? Let me brush it out because it's getting dry on me, and I didn't use conditioner, so I really look like a little poodle right now. Let me brush it out, and then I'll show you the layers. Okay, y'all ready? I got hair in my eye. I've got it all brushed out, okay? Now I'm going to turn around and let you see the layers. Notice I didn't take my length off because, just a little bit, because it was getting time. Because you had a high ponytail. Most of your length, okay, was stretched out. So you didn't cut a lot of your length off. You're just getting layers. If you want length off, I don't know how to do that. You're going to have to figure out another way to do that. But I know I'm not just going to keep on chopping down to get the length. If I feel like I need some length off, then I'm like, okay, you know, I'll go to somebody and get that length cut off. My mama. Okay, let me show you the layers. Can y'all see that? I can't tell where I'm at. You see the layers? See up here? Here's this layer. Here's this layer. Here's this layer. And I kept my length, y'all. Do you see that? I still kept my length. Can y'all see that? I'm facing this way. I don't know what y'all are seeing, okay? But you see the length? I'm way down there. I still kept my length. I just put layers in, okay? That is all I've been doing. See, I've got layers. That's all I've been doing for the past few years, okay? Well, I'm going to say at least 5, y'all. Now, let's tackle the bangs. I'm glad my husband's not here because he'd be coming in here grabbing them scissors and slapping out of my hands. He does not like me messing with my bangs. Because, y'all, I used to do that little straight across cut, and he couldn't stand it. And then I'd accidentally cut them too short because you move your eyebrows, okay? And there'd be a lot of times I'd be looking like this, And then by the time I put my, oh yeah, I'd get them too short sometimes. But I have found a way to make this so much better. And I need it because y'all, I do not like my bangs. That bugs the far out of me because I feel like I'm looking through a forest. We're going to tackle them right now, okay? Okay, I'm going to choose a smaller one this time because I'm not going to have as many bangs. I have to try to find where my natural bang line is. I got some weird hair, y'all, okay? You got to figure out where you want your bangs to stop and where your natural bang line is. I'm not your beautician. I don't know. But I know where mine is, and I'm going to try to get it all gathered up again. It's right in here in that little sweet spot. Don't get way back into your crown. See, mine automatically starts trying to form that bang line. And it's been this way ever since I was little. I'm losing hair on the top. Thanks to menopause. Yeah, it's been doing that for a long time. See, my hair automatically falls and I can tell where my bang line is. It's just how my hair does. But normally, it's like right here, the corner of your brow, and it depends on how far back you want to go with your bangs. I don't go all the way to the crown. I kind of stop right before, ooh, y'all, I'm shaggy. I can't see. I stop before I get to the crown. There's a little piece right there that needs to go over into here. All right, there. I got you. See? Whoop, there's one right there that needs to go back. Okay, I don't go all the way into my crown, okay? I don't want that. I don't want to go that far back. Okay, mine, I guess I've just done this for so long, y'all. My hair's like, oh, we're getting cut today. Spread out. Okay. Now, I found another way. I do not go across anymore, dear hubby. Sometimes I will do this the same way that I do the little ponytail. You can put this up in a ponytail if you want to keep your hair from sliding around in your hands, especially if it's not wet. Mine's getting a little dry, so I need to, and I'm not even going to have to use it. But if you want thicker bangs and you cut off more, then you might need this and do the same thing. Put it in a little ponytail. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this will keep me from going straight across, okay? I mean, I won't be doing that here, box cut across. All I'm going to be doing, see how I am kind of getting it into a point? If it'll make dear hubby feel better. I'm going to put this in a little thing. I do my bangs different kinds of ways, y'all. We're going to do the same thing with this. This will keep them from going straight across. Okay. Make sure it's in the middle of your nose. Find the center of your face. Okay. Come back just a teeny tiny bit. Now, see, I can tell where I need to cut. Can you see that? I can tell where I need to cut. You can do it this way. And I have done it this way before. Okay? Get it in a ponytail. Because these sides right here, by the time you take this down, it's not going to go straight across. Because you see how you've gathered it into a ponytail and into a point? When you take it down, your hair is going to be like going like this. So you won't be going straight across. But I'm not going to do that because dear hubby freaks out. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I comb mine straight down. I do not move my eyebrows. I've learned, y'all, do not move my eyebrows. And I'm going to follow a little below my eyebrow line. And I'm going to cut in a curve. No more straight across looking like a little robot. Okay, so I'm going to go tilt. and I'm going to follow. See my eyebrow line in a curve, but I'm going to come down just a little bit. So that way, I'm only cutting off a little at a time. I'll brush it down again, see where it comes to, okay? And I've learned to cut my bangs dry and not wet, because I got to get this out of my face just a minute. If you cut your bangs wet, by the time your bangs do dry, it pulls them further down, and you can misjudge where your bangs are coming to. Trust me, I've done it. So my bangs, I let them dry. Then I cut them because they're naturally hanging. And if I cut off, then that's exactly where they're going to be. Does that make sense? If you cut them when they're wet, they hang further. You're going to cut off more because you're going to think they're way down here. And then you cut off. By the time they get dry, you're probably going to be way up here. Okay? I cut my bangs dry. So let's get these back down. I got to get the rest of my hair out of the way. And this is my only bangs. This is all I cut off. Okay, I'm going to make sure everything is straight and not folded, okay? Now we're going to take these smaller ones for a smaller set of hair. I'm getting poked in the eye. I'm going to come tilt below my eyebrow. And I'm going to follow that curve of my eyebrow. And I'm going to go very slow. And I'm going to go follow. And I'm going to go, when I start getting over here, start curving and going down. Maybe he's not losing his crap. Maybe he won't lose his crap when he gets home and sees I've cut my hair again. Okay. Now, oh, I got some in my eye. Now I'm going to keep combing. Now don't fret. It's dry right now. But when I style my hair, it will get better. And I've got like a little cowlick on this side. I just know what to look for in my hair, y'all, because it's my hair. I've had it all my life. Now I'm going to make sure I go back and I get them little stragglers and everything is like it's supposed to be. I'm going to do this about 2 or 3 times to make sure there's no stragglers. Right now, it's not looking curvy because I'm combing it straight down. When I fix it here in just a minute, it will be curved. Or if you want that really pronounced curve, then by all means, go in a bit deeper curve. Depends on how curvy you want your bangs. Okay, I'm just going to keep checking, okay? Okay. Whew. Let me get this off my face and fluff my bangs and my hair just a minute. Okay. I got them fluffed. Okay. You see how they're starting to curve down this way? This right here, y'all, is just the way that I combed them. I kind of puffed it up a little bit and curled it while it was drying. I want like a little puff right there. Everything is straight. Y'all, it's a cowlick. And my hair's natural curly, so it just makes it twice as hard. And it's how I brush it. Because, see, I'm kind of pulling some over here. And this is down this way. You see, like right here, how it's starting to go down into a curve? But even though I brushed it over to that side, it's just how my hair lays, y'all. I cannot get my hair to cooperate some days. I never can fix the same hairstyle twice. My hair does its own thing, and sometimes I just have to go with the flow. All right, I'm not going to need hairspray today, y'all. Good. Okay, that is my... I know that took longer than 5 minutes, y'all, but for the sake of I was talking and demonstrating at the same time, it takes me 10 minutes to cut my hair sometimes. I couldn't tell you the last time I went to a beauty shop to have my hair cut. If I decide, now when you do this, the back of your hair is not going to go straight across, okay? Because you've pulled your hair up in a direction into a point. So when you take your hair down, you're going to, in the back of your head, and your hair is going to come down like this, and then it's going to come down like this, okay? So if you want that straight line across the back of your hair at the bottom, then you might have to figure out how to do that, because I don't, and I don't know how to cut it straight across. I cannot reach back there and cut my hair straight across. I don't know how to do that. But if I want that, Mama, my mama has cut my hair since I was a little girl. And if I say, Mama, I need a haircut, she gets them scissors out, gets that comb, gets that towel, sets me in a kitchen chair, wraps that towel around me and says, now be still. And I am still, trust me. And she'll shape it up for me at the bottom. And I'll tell her, okay, cut off about half an inch, you know, because I need a good trim, okay? Gets the split ends off. This is how I do my hair, y'all, okay? So I'm going to clean up and I'm going to finish my pampering myself and my self-care, and we will be right back. Okay, y'all, I have enjoyed pampering myself. I have taken a shower. I have given myself a haircut. I have done my fingernails and my toenails, finished all my pampering, my self-care. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to take care of dear hubby. Y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I hope you've learned something in this video. Maybe if you want to give this little haircut a try, just remember my disclaimers. And most of all, I hope you enjoy it, okay? And remember to take care of yourself. Now I'm going to come in here and sit down beside dear hubby and take care of him. I will see y'all in the next video.